Hello everyone and welcome to Neat Buddy. Today is gonna be the last video of the daily biology MCQ series. We have been uploading these MCQ series since last 6 months. First we did chapter wise, then unit wise MCQs, then jumbled MCQs, and along with jumbled MCQs we did our unit wise 50 most expected MCQs as well. And today is the last video of daily biology MCQs. The basic aim of the MCQ series that we uploaded here was to bring a discipline in you guys so that you guys can practice MCQs each day and you guys get an extra edge and a little more confident over solving these MCQs over the other NEET aspirants. I hope the series has achieved its aim and you are now more confident in solving biology MCQs and you have gained speed for the upcoming NEET exam. All these videos are there on this channel itself. It's available in different playlists. You can go and watch them whenever you want. You want to solve the entire series again, all the questions are there. The entire series will act as a big question bank for you all to practice. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Question number 1. Which of the following is a correct statement? IUDs suppress gametogenesis. Option B. IUDs once inserted need not be replaced. Option C. IUDs are generally inserted by the user herself. Or option D. IUD increase phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. So which of these is correct about the IUD? The correct answer is option D is correct. IUDs, they induce a foreign body reaction because of which the phagocytosis of the sperm in uterus is increased. IUDs are inserted by a trained practitioner, a doctor. IUD has a lifespan and it needs to be removed. It needs to be replaced. So option B is also incorrect and option A is also incorrect. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 2. Which one of the following set of diseases is caused by bacteria? So चार ऑप्शन दिए, इसमें से कौन सा ऐसा सेट है which is caused by bacteria? Herpes, influenza, cholera, tetanus, typhoid and smallpox, tetanus and mumps. So the correct answer is option B, that is cholera and tetanus. Both of these diseases are caused by bacteria. Herpes or influenza are caused by virus. Typhoid and smallpox. Smallpox is caused by a virus, not by a bacteria. Tetanus and mumps, mumps again is caused by a virus. So typhoid, tetanus, though they are caused by bacteria, but option C and D are not correct. Option B is correct, जहाँ पे cholera and tetanus दोनों के दोनों are caused by your bacteria. Question number 3. Which one of following techniques made it possible to genetically engineer living organisms? Recombinant DNA techniques, X-ray diffraction, heavier isotope labeling, hybridization. So इनमें से कौन सी टेक्निक की वजह से हम लोग अब genetically engineered living organism बना सकते हैं? The correct answer is option A, that is recombinant DNA technique. Question number 4. Among the following edible fishes, which one is a marine fish which is a rich source of omega-3 fatty acid? So options में 4 fishes की varieties दे रखी है. इसमें से कौन सा एक ऐसा fish है जो कि marine fish है and this fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acids? Mackerel, Mystis, Mugger or Mrigala? The correct answer is option A, that is mackerel. Question number 5. Infection of Ascaris usually occurs by imperfectly cooked pork, CC flies, mosquito bite or option D, contaminated water and vegetables containing eggs of Ascaris. So Ascaris का infection spread कैसे होता है और ये Ascaris का infection किसी healthy individual में start कैसे होता है? The correct answer is option D, that is by ingestion of contaminated food and vegetables that contain the eggs of the Ascaris. So जो खाना और पानी हम पीते, if that contains the egg of Ascaris, then a healthy person can develop infection of Ascaris. Question number 6. According to Darwin, the organic evolution is due to intraspecific competition, interspecific competition, competition within closely related species, or option D, reduced feeding efficiency in one species due to presence of interfering species. So according to Darwin, what was the cause for the organic evolution that occurs? The correct answer is he considered interspecific competition as a cause for the evolution. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 7. Which of the following is incorrect regarding vasectomy? irreversible sterility, no sperm occurs in seminal fluid, no sperm occurs in epididymis, or option D, vasa efferentia is cut and tied. Which of these is incorrect? So the incorrect statement is option C, that is no sperm occurs in epididymis. That is incorrect, because in vasectomy we are cutting vas deferens, which occurs after epididymis. So the seminal fluid, they will not contain any sperm, because the vas deferens, once it has cut, the sperm won't be transported to make the seminal fluid up. However, epididymis, which is present before the cut section of the vas deferens, over there the sperm will very much be present. So statement C is incorrect. That is no sperm is present in epididymis. That is wrong. Question number 8. In plant breeding program, the entire collection of plant seeds or plants having all the diverse alleles of all genes in a given crop is called as. So एक plant breeding program में वो collection जहाँ पे सारे के सारे plant के genes और alleles available है, उस collection को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Selection of superior combination, cross hybridization among the selected plants, evaluation and selection of parents, or germ plasma collection. So the correct answer is option D. This is known as germ plasma collection. Question number 9. Sickle cell anemia has not been eliminated from African population because it is not a fatal disease, it is not controlled by a recessive gene, it provides immunity against malaria, or option D, it is controlled by dominant gene. So what is the reason as to why sickle cell anemia has not been eliminated from the African population? So the correct answer is option C, that is in the African population where malaria is very much predominant, sickle cell anemia, or all those people who are having sickle cell anemia, they are protected or they have an immunity against malaria. That is why sickle cell anemia has not been eliminated from African population, because it is providing a survival advantage to the people of Africa. Question number 10. Which of the following rRNAs act as a structural RNA as well as a rhizozyme in bacteria? 5.8S rRNA, 5S rRNA, 18S rRNA, or 23S rRNA? Structural RNA as well as a ribozyme. The correct answer is option D, 23S rRNA. Question number 10. The infective stage of the malarial parasite Plasmodium that enters the human body is. So options में 4 stages of malarial parasite Plasmodium has been given. इसमें से कौन सा ऐसा stage है जिस stage में Plasmodium human body के अंदर घुसता है? Merozoid, sporozoid, trophozoid और minuta form. The correct answer is option B, sporozoid. So remember, sporozoid stage or sporozoid form of the Plasmodium parasite is the infective form in which the organism is entering, the Plasmodium is entering the healthy human body. Through their effect on plant growth regulators, what do temperature and light control in plants? Apical dominance, flowering, closure of stomata, or fruit elongation. Through their effect on plant growth regulators, which of the following feature is controlled by temperature and light? The correct answer is option B, that is flowering. Question number 13. Which of the following enhances or induces fusion of प्रोटोप्लास्ट? सो प्रोटोप्लास्ट क्या होता है? पिछले क्वेश्चन में बताया था उस सेल का जिसका सेल वॉल हमने हटा दिया, दैट इज प्रोटोप्लास्ट. सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग कि प्रोटोप्लास्ट का फ्यूजन, दो प्रोटोप्लास्ट को हम जोड़ कैसे सकते हैं? ऑप्शन ए IAA and kinetin, option B IAA and gibberellin, option C sodium chloride and potassium chloride, or option D polyethylene glycol and sodium nitrate. So of these 4 steps or 4 strategies, which one can be used to induce fusion of protoplasts? The correct answer is option D, polyethylene glycol and sodium nitrate. Question number 14. The ovule of an angiosperm is technically equivalent to megaspore, megasporangium, megasporophyle, or megaspore mother cell. The ovule of an angiosperm is technically equivalent to. The correct answer is your option B, megasporangium.
Question number 15. Which of the following sexually transmitted diseases do not specifically affect the reproductive organ? So basically the question is asking which of the following is a sexually transmitted disease but it is not affecting the reproductive organ? Chlamydiasis and AIDS, genital wart and hepatitis B, syphilis and genital herpes, AIDS and hepatitis B. So the correct answer is option D, that is the AIDS and hepatitis B. Both of these are sexually transmitted diseases. However, AIDS affect the entire immune system rather than affecting the reproductive organ, and hepatitis B goes and affect the liver rather than affecting only the reproductive organ. So AIDS and hepatitis B though are sexually transmitted disease but are not specifically affecting only the reproductive organ.
So those are the 15 MCQs for today, and with that we come to the end of the entire daily biology MCQ series. I hope you found this series helpful and videos helpful as well. I'll see you guys again in my next video with something new, with some new series. Till then, all the best and keep working hard. Do like and share this video if you find it helpful, and if you found the entire series helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we'll keep on bringing more of such series over here so that we can help you out to crack the upcoming NEET exam. So that would be all, guys. See you later. Bye bye.